Hey guys, welcome back to another fantastic video. Today we're making mouth-watering, delicious, beautiful cinnamon rolls. First, we're going to start off with a bowl.
First, we're going to pour 2 cups of milk. Now pour half cup of melted butter.
Now add half cup of granulated sugar. Now go ahead and mix your ingredients. A little heat of the milk is going to help the sugar dissolve, and the heat of the butter will also help the sugar dissolve.
Add 2 tablespoons of yeast.
Now we're going to let the yeast bloom for 10 minutes.
So the yeast bloom.
And look at how beautiful it looks. So we're going to add 4 cups of flour. This is 2 cups, we'll add more. We've got another 2 cups. Now we're going to take our handy spatula and we're going to mix every single thing together. Now, halfway through, add a teaspoon of salt. So make sure to get every single lump in there, and it's a workout. Mixing every single thing, a workout. Now it's all done. Phew. Now we're going to cover this with a plastic wrap, but if you have a bowl that came with a cap, you can also use that. And we're going to let it rest in a warm place in your kitchen for 1 hour so it blooms. The warmer the place is, the faster it will bloom. So let's go ahead and grab our cap and put it on. Now let's rest it for 1 hour. It's time for the reveal. Look at the dough, it poofed up so much. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle some flour so that it doesn't stick to our hands and we can knead it easily. Now we're going to take our hands and we're going to smush everything together till it's nice and soft. Ooh, that dough feels really soft.
And a little sticky.
Yep, so we need to add more flour. Flour till it's nice and you can play with it without being sticky, and then you can transfer it onto a board. So just knead it for about 1 minute till all the dough is kind of nice and together and it's all mixed and nicely. And then after you mix it for 1 minute, take a towel
and put it on the dough.
So we're putting this for 5 minutes because the dough can get loosened up and it's going to become more softer and easier to work with. Ta-da! It didn't disappear. Now we're going to take the dough and we're going to put it on a flat surface like this. So we're just going to remove this. I'm going to put it here so that we have a big space to work with. So here is the dough, and now we have to shape it into a rectangular form. Now, under the dough, make sure to sprinkle some flour. So there it is. Now we're going to take the dough and put it on top, and we're going to roll it with this rolling pin. Now we're going to take some butter and we're going to kind of smear it on here, and the warmth of your hand should make it melt. So this is actually our second time making these cinnamon rolls, and I've actually made them for my mom's birthday early in the morning. That time it was really hard to make no sound and try to make these cinnamon rolls, but I managed, but then my mom found out somehow. But they turned out pretty good, so this time we're making it even better.
Adding 3/4 cup of brown sugar.
We're using dark brown sugar, which has more molasses. That means more sweetness. Make sure every part of the dough gets some brown sugar so that every part is sweet and every bite is tasty. Now we're adding 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder. The smell is amazing. It smells like cinnamon rolls even though they're not baked. So now we're gonna roll them. Make sure to roll it tightly so that you can get that nice swirl. Then we have to make it land on that. Now we're gonna go ahead and grease the pan with some butter. So we greased the pan, but look at how big this is. This is so big. Now we're gonna take floss and we're gonna cut about this much and we're going to cut it off and we're gonna use this much to cut all of it equally. So now we're just gonna shimmy the floss down and we're going to cut up this part because this part is just the excess and it doesn't have the equal amount of cinnamon and sugar, so we're gonna cut it off. But look at this swirl, guys. So now I just shimmied it down and now we're going to cut about this much. This is about a medium size. So now you're just going to cut it like this, like that. And there's your cinnamon roll. A beautiful swirl in your greased pan. Here they are. Look how beautiful those swirls look. They're like so picture perfect, and after they bake they're gonna look so perfect, like the ones that you find at these cafes, and you're gonna love them. I guarantee you're gonna love them. Now we're gonna let them proof for about 30 minutes and we're gonna put towels over both of these so that it's a little warm and it'll proof fast. See you in 30 minutes. Now let's take the towels off. Look at these, they poofed a lot. They poofed up a lot. Now, as you can see back there, we preheated the oven at 350 degrees. Now we're gonna bake them for 30 minutes.
Now we're gonna make the glaze. First, we're gonna be using 1 cup of icing sugar, also known as powdered sugar. And now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of milk. Now mix. If it's bumpy and lumpy like this, just add 1 more tablespoon of milk and mix. And it should look something like this. And now it's done.
So the cinnamon rolls are ready. Now we're just gonna take them out of the oven. Make sure to have oven mitts. Ready. They look so beautiful and all that goldenness in them. Oh, it just smells so good. So here's the cinnamon roll and now we're just gonna pour some glaze over it. Look at that. It looks so good. Now let's taste this yummy cinnamon roll.
It's so squishy and crunchy.
It's so sweet and so delicious. And that cinnamon taste and that type of taste just hits in at the end and it tastes really good like that. Thank you for watching and I hope you guys like this recipe.
Just remember to like and subscribe.
And don't forget to turn on your post notification bells and join the Sister Squad. See you in our next video. Bye-bye!